I saw the porch light burn as I drove this truck away, and felt the promises we made get colder with the day. We planned a life in springtime, far away from all this dust. But when the bank called Daddy, I traded my love for trust. My hand is gripping leather, my jaw is set in stone, knowing that I'm driving out and she'll be sleeping all alone. I packed my oldest shirt and the only photograph, leaving behind the only future that could make me laugh. As she stood there by the mailbox, her shadow long and thin, and every mile I put behind is another mile of sin. She didn't cry or scream, she just looked at me and knew that when the land calls, a good man has to see it through. This 40 acres ain't just dirt, it's 40 years of sweat, and I owe a debt to ghosts I haven't paid off yet. The silence in the cab is louder than the engine's roar, telling me I chose the field over the girl I adored. I tossed the old cassette tape
with our song right out the window, watched it bounce beneath the tires like a lie nobody knows. Her scent is on this denim, still heavy in the air, a constant cruel reminder that she's no longer there.
I see her face in every passing light, pale beneath the moon, knowing that this leaving hurts her maybe more than soon. I swore I'd never break her, I swore I'd never run, but duty makes a prison out of things we think are done. I pulled the visor down, saw her lipstick stain the glass, a tiny fading sign of the time we let things pass. Now I'm just chasing sunrise on a road that has no end, praying that she finds the courage not to wait around and mend. If she ever moves on and finds a better man than me, the one who doesn't answer to a worn-out family tree, I'll raise a glass and wish them well from where the sorrow grows, the kind of quiet heartache that only this highway knows. The sun is coming up, paints the sky in desperate red, and all the things I didn't say are running in my head. I should have told her that I loved her more than this damn farm, that I'd rather be poor and happy than safe from harm.
But the words got stuck right there beneath the collarbone, just another heavy truth that I had to face alone. A farmer's debt is paid in blood, and I just pay the price, trading her sweet innocence for lonely sacrifice.
I'm stopping at the county line to grab a cup of coffee black, praying that the dust I'm kicking covers up my track.
I don't want her driving after, I don't want her seeing me, crying over choices that I knew had to be.
This old six-string sits beside me, wrapped inside its case. It's the only friend I'll have in this empty space.
I'll write her a final letter when the feeling settles deep, something short and simple that a memory can keep.
Yeah, I know that she deserves a love that stays and builds, one that doesn't buckle when the family land is killed.
But I am cut from a different cloth, woven with the dirt, destined to protect the soil, even if it meant her.
I took the hardest road and left her standing in the shade, the biggest mistake a loyal heart has ever made.
So I pressed the pedal harder and I watched the highway wind, leaving everything I wanted far too far behind. The only thing I see now is the dust on the taillights, shimmering like tears under these early morning lights. I know this pain won't leave me, it's a burden I must bear.
The sound of her soft breathing is a ghost everywhere.
I woke up to the silence, the kind that cracks the glass, and realized the last 2 years were just a fading past. The coffee smelled like nothing, the dawn was cold and gray, and every word you promised just got thrown out with the day. You said you'd climb a mountain just to spend your life with me, but you couldn't even manage to be who you claimed to be. I found your note beside the sink, a sloppy, hurried line asking me to understand the choice that wasn't mine. I walked into the living room and saw your guitar case, but the only thing you left was this empty, hurtful space. You packed your bags while I was sleeping, too cowardly to fight, and stole the perfect ending right before the morning light. I'm standing by the window now, watching your pickup go, and every time the engine fades, it makes the silence grow. I thought we built a fortress, unbreakable and true, but you were just a shadow that I always thought I knew. I picked up the little velvet box and flipped the lid to see the promise of forever that you thought you gave to me. The diamond is still shining, reflecting back the pain, a constant cruel reminder of the pouring rain. I placed the ring box on the kitchen counter, right where you left your keys, a perfect little monument to all your fragile pleas. I don't want your money, I don't want your hurried words, I just want back the future that I lost among the birds. You told me you were honest, you told me you were clean, but loyalty is something that you clearly haven't seen. I cleaned out every corner, found secrets you had hid, photos of another girl beneath the bedroom lid. The betrayal stings less than the casual, cheap lie, the way you looked me in the eyes and watched a good thing die. I don't recognize this stranger that I shared my life with now. You broke your sacred contract, you broke your marriage vow. My daddy warned me about men who wear the troubled past, those who run from commitment, whose good intentions never last. But I was blinded by your charm, by the way you held my hand, convinced that I could heal the scars you carried from the land. Now I know the only thing you'll ever truly chase is the feeling of the freedom that shows up on your face. You traded our forever for another midnight run, and now I'm left to carry what your selfishness has done. I could call your mama, tell her what a failure you became, how you took our sacred future and reduced it to a name. But I won't give you the satisfaction of seeing me completely break. I'm too proud to let you witness all the mess you made. I'll take this shattered quiet, I'll take this heavy load, and build myself a future on a much straighter road. I'll keep the memories we made before the bitter end, but everything you gave me I am sending back, my friend. The silence is my armor, the sadness is my shield. I'll never let another wound you gave me be revealed. I'm stronger than your leaving, stronger than your deceit, finding independence where the cold cement meets my feet. So goodbye to the promise, goodbye to the hopeful dream. You can have your freedom, I'll take back my self-esteem. The ring box on the kitchen counter will be there when you call, a clear reminder that you chose to lose it all.
The slamming of the door used to echo in the halls. Now I barely hear the tapping rain against the walls. I used to rush the feeling, trying to fill the empty space, searching for distraction at an unforgiving pace. But the sound of quiet is a comfort I've learned to crave, the gentle, slow surrender to the peace I couldn't save. There are no silent judgments, no battles left to fight, just the gentle hum of a living beneath the morning light. I put away the pictures, ones that made me weep, and cleared out all the promises I knew I couldn't keep. The dust settled down on the scars they left behind, the kind of quiet wounds that only deep introspection finds. I sold the truck, the one they used to drive right out of sight, bought a rocking chair for sitting by the fire late at night. There's freedom in simplicity and having nothing left to lose, just the steady, simple rhythm of the path I now must choose. The garden needs attention, the weeds are pushing through, gentle daily reminder of the work I have to do. Not
not work on fixing futures or patching up old lies, but work on tending to the light reflected in my eyes. I'm learning how to listen to the whispers of the breeze, finding solace in the shadows of the tall, forgotten trees.
Healing isn't fast, it's not a sudden bright collapse. It's the quiet reconstruction between the bitter traps.
I sit here with my coffee, watching the steam ascend, a moment of true silence that I'm finally able to lend to my weary heart, the one that broke and wouldn't mend, but now it's slowly stitching up, right up until the end. I don't feel the anger, the sharp and cutting pain, only the acceptance that things won't be the same again. And that is a victory, hard won and deeply true, a self-reliance found in everything I do. I used to think my worth was measured by the hand I held, the history we wrote, the stories that were spelled. But now my value sits right here, firm inside my skin, a strength that came from losing and choosing how to win. Winning doesn't mean a trophy or proving someone wrong, it just means I can stand upright and sing my own slow song. The acoustic guitar rests beside me, it's wood-worn and thin. It's the only loyal partner that has never let me in. To its own internal chaos, it just offers up a tune, a perfect harmony of comfort beneath the silver moon. It doesn't ask for much, just a gentle, steady hand, helping me communicate the things I can't command.
I realized the chaos of the past was truly deafening, hiding the true blessings that this quiet life is sending.
I traded the noise of conflict for a slow and steady beat, the sound of my own footsteps walking down the street. No need to watch the rear view mirror for the dust on the taillights, just a clear open horizon of the endless starry nights. So I'll pour a second cup and watch the sunlight softly creep, letting the sound of quiet rock my lonely heart to sleep.
I'm no longer desperate, no longer running fast. I'm building a safe future that is truly built to last. I watched you pack your bags just like she watched him pack his truck. Same hasty movements, same terrible bad luck. I stood there by the screen door, silent, cold and still, feeling the weight of history that this house couldn't kill. I saw my mother's ghost reflected in the glass, the pain she tried to bury from a future that won't pass. You carry the same restlessness that ran inside his veins, the inability to settle when the commitment pains. My mama used to tell me that I deserved a different kind of man, one who built a foundation, one who stuck to the plan. She spent her life erasing the memory of his shame, trying to teach me that not all men are truly the same. But when you spoke those hurried words, the ones about needing space, I saw my father's goodbye in my husband's eyes, and time stood still in place. The wound he left on her was passed right down to me, a genetic blueprint for a great tragedy. You didn't cheat with women, you cheated with the road, running from the very things that love had clearly sowed. But abandonment is heavy, whether it's for a girl or for the sky. The hole that you leave empty is the same reason we cry. I remember watching mama sit alone beneath the moon, singing quiet hymns to herself that ended all too soon. She never cursed his name, she just carried the deep score. And now I understand the quiet sadness she wore. I promised myself I'd break the cycle, start a new design, find a love that wasn't coated with that dark hereditary line. But here I am alone again, staring at the front door, just like mama did 30 years, and nothing less, nothing more. The weight of your leaving is not just my own grief, it's the culmination that up to women's lack of belief. The harmonica starts to cry outside the kitchen light, playing the same sad tune we've heard most of our life. I see my daughter looking at me with those wide, inquiring eyes, asking why the good ones always offer up their lies. And I have to choose my answer carefully, what truth to let her know, so that she doesn't inherit this deep ancestral woe. I won't let her see me crumble, I won't let her feel the fear. I'll teach her that the strength to leave is the only thing held dear. The silver wedding photo sits gathering the dust on the taillights, just like the memory of my father's desperate, frantic flights. We both chose men who ran, who couldn't handle staying put, mistaking simple loyalty for a heavy binding root. But now I'm making the final stand, the one my mother couldn't find, choosing self-respect over being perpetually kind. I'm packing up the feelings and sending them away, leaving the ring box on the kitchen counter at the close of day. I'll break the chain, I'll end the pattern, I'll refuse to bear the mark, and teach my daughter to shine light into the very darkest part. So thank you for the lesson, even though it tore me apart. You showed me how my father's scar was hidden in your heart. But the cycle ends right here, beneath this lonely moon. I'm building my own strength and leaving this sad tune.
I saw you down at the grocery store just yesterday afternoon, and realized I haven't slept right since you walked out on the moon.
I know I made a mess of things, my choices were all wrong. I've been drowning in the silence where our laughter used to throng.
The empty seats at the dinner table are a monument to me,
a painful constant reminder chance, for goodness sake.
Don't you dare come near me with your cheap and broken pleas. I left your ring box on the kitchen counter and found my inner peace.
You talk about forgiveness, you talk about the past, but the crack you left inside me is a shadow meant to last.
I saw my father's goodbye in my husband's eyes that night, the ugly fatal flaw that steals away the light.
You had your chance to fix it, you had your time to stay, but you chose the easy highway and you simply drove away.
I know the trust is shattered, I know the wound is deep, but can we salvage something from the promises we swore to keep?
I've changed my ways, I've given up the demons I held dear. I only want a clean slate, a chance to wipe away the fear. I keep replaying that phone call,
the one where I confessed the stupid drunken moment when I failed my hardest test.
but people make mistakes, loving people can redeem. Don't let a single moment wreck our 20-year-long dream.
Talk of 20 years like it's a coin you can still spin,
but trust is not a highway that you simply miss.
You think regret is currency that buys you back the life, but regret doesn't erase the coldness of your knife. I listen to your lies, I listen to your soft command, and I spent too long pretending I didn't understand. I heard your whiskey in a phone call ringing on my soul, and now I'm finally healthy, finally whole. I need you to look at me, darling, and tell me you don't care,
that there's no flicker of the past, no memory we can share.
I care that I wasted time,
I care that I didn't leave you sooner,
but the flame you're searching for
is cold beneath the lunar.
the fire that we had is dead, the wood is soaked and spoiled,
The field where we planted dreams is totally despoiled.
I know it hurts to walk away,
I know it's hard to breathe, but sometimes the greatest mercy is the one that lets you leave. The bridges burn, my love, there's nothing left to cross,
but I'll stand here on the bank and count the painful loss.
go find your peace, and I will find mine too. But our story's finished, darling, we are through.
The dust is settled now, and the road is finally clear. The ghosts of past mistakes no longer whisper in my ear. I look back on the choices, the failures and the fights, the days I drove away beneath the pale tail lights. I could sit here wishing for the past to rearrange, but the scars I carry now are proof I learned to change. This is my simple ritual, this final knowing grin, a moment to reflect reflect on where my true strength began, I raise my glass of water, or whatever you might hold, to the chapters that were brutal, to the stories left untold, to the lonely nights I spent with the sound of quiet as my guide, finding the resilience I thought I'd left inside. I toast to the scars you left and the ones I left behind, because every single wound gave me a stronger mind. I'm thankful for the failure, the mess, the bitter end, because the broken path led me to be my own best friend. I remember the betrayal, the sting of every single lie, the empty seats at the dinner table underneath the sky. That emptiness demanded I build something new and true, something that wouldn't shatter when the world rushed into view. I faced the confrontation, I stood my ground, I chose to end the tragic cycle that everyone else knows. I said goodbye to weakness, I said goodbye to fear, and only kept the lessons that I truly held so dear. The old acoustic guitar, it's seen a lot of things, it's heard the sound of anger and the quiet way hope sings. It was the only companion when the bridges burnt was true, helping me to find the path where I could walk right through. It reminds me that my voice is strongest when it's raw, when I speak the truth and honor the street code without flaw. I learned that blood runs thicker than water, and that's the greatest win. The unwavering support from the family I live in, they taught me how to stand again when the world began to shake, and showed me that my worth is not a promise I can break. I shed the fear of my father's goodbye, I cut the final thread, and planted second chance sunsets in the field instead. This final toast is not to sorrow or to what could have been, it's to the brand new person that I fought so hard to win, the one who trusts again, the one who knows their worth, who understands that pain is simply fertilizer for the earth. I'm strong enough to handle whatever comes my way, because the hardest part of walking is behind me today. The whiskey and a phone call are a memory I don't chase. I found a calmer spirit and a much more peaceful place. The dust on the taillights is finally wiped away, and I am ready for the dawn of a brand new day. So lift your glass up high, no matter where you are, and toast the hard-won victory of every single scar.
You saw the scars I carried, the ones he left behind, the fear of the ring box on the kitchen counter that still crosses my mind. You didn't push or rush me, you only stood and waited, while my old bruised heart slowly became belated to the idea of trusting again, of letting down my guard. You handed me your patience like a winning honest card. You listened to the sound of quiet and didn't try to fill the space. You just let me breathe and showed me grace. I told you all the stories, the way the silence grew, the trauma of the ending, the promises untrue. You nodded understanding without judgment or scorn, saying that my past was just a place where I was born. And now I'm standing here with you, watching the second chance. Sunsets burn so bright, realizing that not every man runs off into the night. You're built differently than him, steady and so true, a quiet, constant presence in everything you do. I used to watch the highway, expecting the final plea, but you only look at me and let my heart just simply be. You don't demand forever, you only ask for today, giving me the freedom to walk my own slow way. The fear is still a whisper, a faint and trembling sound, but when you take my hand, I feel my feet on solid ground. You are the gentle healing, the warmth that fills the air, teaching me to trust the love that's built on care. We talk about the future, but we keep the plan so small. No more grand gestures that are destined to fall, just simple, honest living, rooted in the here and now, honoring every promise, fulfilling every vow. You've taught me the bridges burned, and that's okay to mourn, but the wood from the wreckage can build a place where hope is born. The harmonica in your pocket plays a tune that's sweet and low, a melody of comfort that helps the courage grow. You're not trying to replace him, you're only building new, a path that's based on honesty, a vision clear and true. This isn't the chaotic fire, it's the slow and steady glow, the kind of lasting warmth that only patient people know. You've met my family now, and they love the way you stand, a man of simple kindness, holding tight my trembling hand. They see the peace you bring me, the lightness in my stride, the way you let my painful past simply subside. They know I've broken the cycle, the one that ran so deep, and that my father's tragic flaw is finally laid to sleep. I'm taking the leap, darling, closing my fearful eyes, trusting the genuine kindness that I see in your surprise. You're surprised I let you love me, you're surprised I let you stay, but you're the first one who showed up and didn't run away. So here's to second chance sunsets painted gold and red, the beautiful new beginning that your gentle love has spread. I'll give you my whole heart and trust you'll keep it safe, rebuilding this new life with honesty and grace.
We sat here just an hour ago, like we do every night, watching the news channel flicker bathed in the blue light. But the spaces that divide us now are wider than the room. We talk about the bills in school, forgetting we share the gloom.
I see the tired lines around your eyes, the ones I put there first, and wonder when the quiet quenched our thirsty thirst. This house is full of shattered walls, but our voices are just low, afraid to speak the obvious truth we already know.
The kids are upstairs sleeping now, safe inside their heads, unaware the only peace we share is when we're in separate beds. I served you up your favorite meal, the one you used to praise, but you ate it without tasting, lost in a distant haze.
You used to grab my hand right here beneath the kitchen clock, but now we move like strangers who are running from a shock. The love didn't just vanish, it was slowly drained away, like water on the pavement that disappears before the day.
I look at the picture on the mantelpiece, the one from 20 years ago, and struggle to connect that man to this worn out shadow. We built a life, a beautiful cage, with the best intentions dear, but somewhere down the road we let the future disappear.
Remember when we used to fight, when the passion felt so strong? Now we just nod politely, knowing something is terribly wrong.
I wish we could go back and trace the moment we let go, before the fire turned to ash and the cold started to grow.
It's been months since we've truly talked beyond the daily needs. The seeds of our indifference have grown into weeds. We keep the show running, a facade for all to see, but the truth is only known by you and me.
I can't pretend another year that everything's alright, when I wake up every morning already dreading night. The hardest thing to face, my love, isn't hatred or the pain, it's the quiet realization that nothing will change again.
The weight of keeping up this lie is crushing me inside. I feel the need to break it, nowhere left for me to hide. We deserve some kind of happiness, maybe not together, but apart, a chance to heal the pieces of a deeply wounded heart.
I think it's time we face it, though the words feel sharp and cruel.
We're sacrificing everything to live by the same rule.
The biggest tragedy is that we never said goodbye. We just let the space grow large beneath the silent sky.
Tomorrow morning when the sun begins to creep, the empty seats at the dinner table will be the promises we couldn't keep. The kids will ask and telling them will be the bitterest pill, but keeping them in this cold house is doing even worse still.
So here's to the ending, the one we both ignored, to the silent battlefield where nothing was restored. No anger left to scream, no tears left to be shed, just the quiet finality that our last good words were said.
I'll take the truck and stay with my brother out of state,
and I'll stay here with the children, accepting our fate.
We both know it's over, darling, this is the final plea. A quiet, peaceful